Hey guys, this is Brandon Biggs, and today we're going to take a look at Entombed. Entombed is a roguelike game that is basically you're running around a dungeon trying to find your way to the bottom, and you're trying to find your way out. And on the way, you meet different creatures that either attack you or join with you, and you can choose a class and races, and each class has different specialties and each different skills, and throughout the Entombed experience, you use these different skills. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Entombed here. I'm in my Windows Explorer. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And there's a really fantastic introduction, and I'm going to go ahead and skip it for now.
The legend tells of a city lost beneath the sands.
Welcome to Entombed version 1.02J. Please see wiki.blind-games.com for documentation on this version. Main menu. Upgrade Entombed to the full version.
Alright, so
speech mode off.
It does cost a little bit to get the full version. I have the demo right now. I think it's about 30 bucks. It might be 35. I'm not exactly sure. But it's self-voicing. It can also be used with a screen reader if you want. By default, it's self-voicing, and you can change your voice or the preferences by going down to the preferences menu.
Start new game. Load existing game. Read latest news. View best adventures. View my best adventures. View my unlocked key items. Change my preferences. Account maintenance. Exit. Account. Change my preferences.
So change my preferences. That's what you click, and you can choose from the screen reader. But I'm going to go back up to create new character.
Read latest. Load exit. Start new game.
Start new game. That's what I meant.
Character creation. Please type the character's given name.
I'm going to type my name, Brandon.
Now enter the character's family name.
Biggs.
This character's name is Brandon Biggs. Is this okay?
Yes. I'm going to hit Y.
Is Brandon Biggs a male or female?
I'm going to hit M for male.
Choose your race. Human.
Right. So there's all different information on these different races, and you can read it in the help, but you can't really go wrong with the race.
Elf. Half elf. Elf.
So I'm going to go ahead and hit elf.
Choose your job. Fighter. Mage.
And there's all different types of jobs.
Healer. Thief.
And they're all completely different.
Ranger. Thief. Necromancer. Fighter. Mage. Heal. Thief. Ranger. Thief.
So I'm going to go ahead and hit thief. I like thieves.
Starting new game. Brandon Biggs used weighted dice in a high-profile game of sevens during the strongest fighter competition. For this reason, the dungeon is your new home. Your adventure has begun.
So basically, you committed a crime and you're thrown into this dungeon, and now you're trying to get out. So you hear a door to our left, and you can also hear that there's some wind to our south. To move around, I use the left and right and up and down arrow keys. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the left arrow. And each time I press it, it's one step. And that's, I hit the wall. And I hit the wall to my north. I'm going to press the down arrow. And that sound is items. There. And so I'm going to go ahead and hit G to get these items, see what there are.
The following items are lying here. 4 healing potions.
You can go ahead and take those by hitting enter.
You've picked up 4 healing potions. 5 unidentified scrolls. You've picked up 5 cure zombie rot potion. You've picked up a cure zombie rot potion.
Alright, cool. So I got a bunch of potion and a bunch of potions and some scrolls. More stuff.
The following items are lying here. Dubious 14 larchwood arrows.
Oh.
You've picked up a dubious 14 larchwood arrows. There is nothing here to pick up.
You can hear. Listen to the right ear. If you can hear that, you can hear which directions are open for you to go. There's a high-pitched wind, which is where you can go up to the north. There's that, which means that you can go to the west. And I hear from both left and right. Now you can hear we can go up.
Encountered 2 enemies. Kobold Thief Mage. Brandon's pet. Kobold 1. Brandon Biggs. Waste. Light damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight.
Alright, cool. So now we're in a battle, and the music changed, and we can see what different creatures I have. I'm going to go ahead and use my
techniques. Defend. Techniques.
I'm a thief, so I have a technique
Hide.
called Hide, and I'm going to use this because when I use Hide and then attack, I get really strong hit.
Brandon Big slips into the shadows. Brandon's pet. Kobold Thief Mage. 5 damage. Injured.
For me to
Kobold
attack.
1. Brandon's pet. Light damage. Kobold Thief Mage. Brandon's pet. 1 damage. Brandon's pet. Kobold Thief Mage. 6 damage. Critically injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight.
And basically you're given a dog, or your pet. It's called your pet. And your dog is very strong. It's almost stronger than you at the beginning. And it levels up with you, so that's really cool. And so you basically got a psychic.
Techniques. Fight. Kobold Thief Mage. Kobold 1. Kobold 1. Kobold Thief Mage.
So I'm pretty sure this Thief Mage is probably going to be the biggest threat. So I'm going to go ahead and attack.
Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Kobold 1. Brandon's pet. Head. Light damage.
I think I missed it.
Kobold Thief Mage. Brandon's pet. 1 damage. Brandon's pet. Kobold Thief Mage. 5 damage. The Kobold Thief Mage has been defeated. Kobold 1. Brandon's pet. Light damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Kobold 1. Brandon's pet. Kobold 1. Head. 8 damage. The Kobold's head is mangled. The Kobold has been defeated. 150 experience awarded.
Nice. So we killed them both, and let's see what they left. So I'm going to hit G.
The following items are lying here. Kobold Thief Mage Corpse. Poor Cotton Tunic. Poor Ash Buckler. Dubious Copper Basilard. Crude Loden Loincloth. Dubious Copper Basilard. You picked up a Kobold Corpse. Crude Deer Leather Tunic. Poor Larchwood Buckler. Crude Wolf Leather Sling. Crude 14 Granite Rocks. Kobold Thief Mage Corpse. Poor Cotton Tunic. Poor Ash Buckler. Crude Loden Loincloth. Kobold Corpse. Crude Poor Ash Buckler. Poor Cotton Tunic.
I'm going to take these two things.
You picked up a Poor Cotton Tunic. Kobold Poor Ash Buckler. You picked up a Poor Kobold Corpse. Crude Deer Leather Tunic. Poor Crude Deer Leather Tunic. You picked up a Crude Deer Leather Tunic.
So I don't exactly know which one's better, the crude or the poor. I can't remember the different qualities.
Cancelled.
So I'm going to go ahead and go to my equipment by pressing E.
Brandon's equipment menu. Torso. You're wearing nothing. Poor Cotton Tunic. Crude Deer Leather Tunic. Poor Cotton. You've equipped a Poor Cotton Tunic. Brandon's equipment menu.
Now I can go and compare it with the Deer Tunic.
Left arm. Torso. You are wearing a remove Poor Cotton Crude Deer Leather Tunic. Compare this. Brandon Biggs. Checking Brandon Biggs' equipped armor. Compared to Poor Cotton Tunic. Crude Deer Leather Tunic offers 27% more protection.
Oh, nice. Okay, so the Deer Tunic offers more protection. So I'm going to go and change it.
Brandon's pet. Cancelled. Crude Deer Leather Tunic.
Escape to cancel.
Remove Crude Deer Leather Tunic. You've equipped a Crude Deer Leather Tunic. Left arm.
So on my left arm I have a buckler.
You're wearing nothing on your left. Poor Ash Buckler. You've equipped a Poor right arm. Left hand. Right hand. You are holding a decent large bent. Remove decent dubious copper basilard.
Let's see if this. I press C to compare.
Compare this. Brandon Biggs. Checking Brandon Biggs' equipped weapons. Compared to decent large bent larchwood branch. Dubious copper basilard is 37% less damaging, 159% stronger, 6% more accurate, and 13% faster between attacks.
Right. So I'm gonna wear the sword because it is way stronger.
All character. Brandon Biggs. Checking Brandon Biggs' equipped weapons. Cancelled. Dubious copper basilard. Remove decent large bent larchwood branch. You've equipped a dubious copper basilard. Brandon's equipment menu. Right hand. Waist. You're wearing left leg. Waist. Left leg. Cancelled.
Alright, cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit R to rest.
Resting. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Encountered 3 enemies. Kobold Thief Trickster. Brandon Biggs. Kobold Trickster Mage. Brandon Biggs. Kobold 1. Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet. Kobold Trickster Mage. 6 damage. Injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Technique. Defend. Technique. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Kobold Thief Trickster. Brandon's pet. 1 damage. Kobold 1. The Kobold gathers a pile of crude 14 granite rocks. The Kobold grabs a crude wolf leather sling off the ground and begins wielding it. Kobold Trickster Mage. Kobold Trickster Mage casts Fire Bolt. Brandon's pet. Tail. 4 damage. Brandon's pet. Kobold Thief Trickster. Light damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Kobold 1. Kobold Trickster Mage.
So I have to figure out which one of these is the biggest threat, which one I want to focus on.
Kobold Thief Trickster. Kobold 1. Kobold Trickster Mage.
Alright, I save the Trickster Mage.
Kobold Trickster Mage has been sent sprawling through the air. Sneak attack. 9 damage. The Kobold Trickster Mage has been defeated. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Kobold Thief Trickster. Brandon's pet. Kobold 1. Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet. Kobold 1. Right foot. 7 damage. The Kobold's right foot is mangled. Brandon Biggs. Fight techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Kobold Thief Trickster. Brandon's pet. Kobold 1. Brandon's pet. Light damage.
You keep missing me. Nice.
Brandon's pet. Kobold 1. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Kobold 1.
I like the pet.
Kobold Thief Trickster.
He's a dog, and he bites the characters, the enemies.
Kobold Thief Trickster has been sent sprawling through the air. Sneak attack, 7 damage. Badly injured. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Kobold Thief Trickster. Brandon's pet. Front left paw, 1 damage. Kobold 1. Brandon's pet. Back left paw, light damage.
Stop hurting my dog.
Brandon Biggs. Fight. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Kobold 1. Brandon's pet. Front right leg, light damage. Brandon's pet. Kobold 1. Kobold has been sent sprawling through the air. 8 damage. Critically injured. Kobold Thief Trickster. Brandon's pet. Kobold 1. Brandon's pet. Light damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Kobold 1. Kobold Thief Trickster. Sneak attack. 7 damage. The Kobold Thief Trickster has been defeated. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet. Kobold 1. 8 damage. The Kobold has been defeated. 225 experience awarded. Collected 2 gold.
Okay, cool. So we defeated those guys.
The following items are lying here. Kobold Thief Mage Corpse. Crude 14 granite rocks. Decent small copper dagger.
Oh, nice.
You've picked up a decent Kobold. Crude 14 granite rocks. Crude wolf leather sling. Dubious copper buckler. You've picked up a crude wolf leather sling. Kobold corpse. Great lace loincloth.
Wow, great lace loincloth. Now, it's very rare to find things that are above, like, good or great.
You've picked up a great lace crude Kobold corpse. Crude copper zirphos. Dubious rosewood buckler. You've picked up Kobold crude copper zirphos.
Pretty much dubious and above are good to pick up.
Dubious linen tunic. You've picked up Kobold crude copper Kobold thief trick port cotton loincloth. Crude copper zirphos. Dubious copper buckler. You've picked up crude copper Kobold tricks port large with Kobold corp. Crude load and loin Kobold thief mage. Crude 14 crude wolf Kobold corp. Cancelled.
Alright, so I got everything that I wanted there. Now let's go equip this new stuff.
Brandon's equipment menu. Head. Torso. You are wearing a crude port cotton tunic. Remove crude dubious linen tunic. Port cotton tunic. Dubious linen tunic.
Let's compare it to what I'm wearing right now.
Compare this Brandon Biggs. Checking Brandon Biggs' equipped armor. Compared to crude deer leather tunic. Dubious linen tunic offers 22% more protection.
22% more protection?
Cancelled. Dubious linen tunic.
I think I'll take that.
You've equipped a dubious linen tunic. Brandon's equipment menu. Torso. Left arm. You are wearing a poor ash buckler on your left arm. Brandon can put the following items here. Dubious rosewood buckler.
So let's compare this to mine.
Compare this item with all characters. Brandon checking Brandon Biggs' equipped armor. Compared to per ash buckler. Dubious rosewood buckler offers 690% more protection.
Whoa! Alright, 690% more protection. I'm taking it.
Cancelled. Dubious rosewood buckler. You've equipped a dubious rosewood buckler. Brandon's equipment menu. Left arm. You are wearing a dubious rosewood buckler.
Let's see if it's a
dubious copper buckler.
This is any better. Copper buckler.
Compare Brandon checking Brandon Biggs' equipped armor. Compared to dubious rosewood buckler. Dubious copper buckler offers 39% less protection.
Yes.
Cancel. Poor ash buckler. Remove dubious copper buckler. Dubious copper buckler. Poor ash dubious copper buckler. Dubious copper buckler.
I have 2 copper bucklers.
Cancelled. Right arm. You're wearing dubious copper buckler.
Oh hey, I can do 2 shields with the hay.
Poor ash buckler. Dubious cop. You've equipped a dubious copper buckler. Brandon's equipment menu. Right arm. Left hand. Right hand. You are holding a decent large bent larchwood branch. Remove dubious decent small copper dagger. Cancelled. Left hand. Your left hand. Decent large bent larchwood. Decent small copper dagger. You've equipped a decent small copper dagger. Brandon's equipment menu. Left hand. Right hand. Left hand.
Actually, I wanna.
Right hand. Waist. You're wearing nothing on your great lace loincloth. You've equipped a great lace left leg. Cancelled.
Right, and that's all I wanted. So let's go ahead and rest.
Resting. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Resting completed.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit S to see my status.
Status. Brandon Biggs. 100 out of 100 health, 40 out of 40 magic points, 2 out of 3 ability points. Overall, not injured. Brandon's 165 out of 165 health, 100 out of 100 magic points, 0 out of 0 ability points. Overall, not injured.
Cool.
Brandon Biggs. Cancelled. There is a stairway down here.
So I can actually go down, and I'm going to do that because I'm going to find a buddy on the 2nd floor, and if he is, I want to be able to level him up so we can get super high levels together. So I'm going to hit period to go down.
You descend to the 2nd floor.
Oh, cool.
The following items are lying here. Unidentified scroll. You've picked up an unidentified scroll. You've picked up an unidentified. Encountered 1 enemy. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Goblin Shaman. Cancel. Techniques. Defend. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Big slips into the shadows. Brandon's pet. Goblin Shaman. Left leg. 7 damage. Injured. Goblin Shaman. Goblin Shaman casts heal. Goblin Shaman's left leg was healed 2 points. Brandon Biggs. Fight.
Because they have a spell called Lightning, which is super powerful. But that's really the only thing they have.
Technique. Fight. Goblin Shaman. Goblin Shaman has been sent sprawling through the air. Sneak attack. 8 damage. Critically injured. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet. Goblin Shaman. 8 damage. The Goblin Shaman has been defeated. 80 experience awarded. Collected 1 gold.
Nice.
The following items are lying here. Goblin Shaman Corpse. Poor copper buckler. Poor large copper warhammer. Goblin Shaman Corpse. Poor copper buckler. Poor large copper warhammer.
So you're gonna go ahead and take that.
You've picked up a cancelled.
And you can also see my character info by pressing C.
Brandon Biggs's character details. Allocate skill points. General information. Health status. General information. Health status. Character statistics. Experience. Jobs. Allocate skill points. Job experience. Brandon Biggs is level 1 and needs 45 experience to attain level 2. Experience.
So I need 45, basically another attack.
Character statistics. Health stat. General. Allocate job. Allocate skill points.
I have skill points, so I can go ahead and allocate those by pressing enter.
Brandon Biggs has 1 skill point. The following skills can be improved. Chain. Sneak attack. Leather armor. Short swords. Picklocks. Daggers and knives. Dodge. Dual wield. Bucklers. Archery. Swords. Confirm changes. Swords. Archery. Bucklers. Dual wield. Level 1 of 5.
So dual wield means that you get 2 attacks. So I'm going to go ahead and add to this one. I'm going to press plus.
Dual wield has increased to level 2. Dual bucklers. Archery. Swords. Confirm changes.
Enter.
Skill point changes saved. General information. Cancelled.
Let's keep going. Actually, let's see my status.
Status. Brandon Biggs. 100 out of 100 health. 40 out of 40 magic points. 1 out of 3 ability points. Overall, not injured.
Right, I want some ability points, so I'm going to go ahead and rest.
Cancelled. Resting. Brandon Biggs has restored it. Encountered 2 enemies.
Okay.
Cave bat. Brandon's pet. 1 damage.
Okay, that's it.
Brandon Biggs. Fight. Giant rat. Cave bat. Cave bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 3 damage. Badly injured. Brandon's pet. Cave bat. 8 damage. The cave bat's torso is mangled. The cave bat has been defeated. Giant rat. Brandon's pet. Head. 3 damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Giant 2 damage. Brandon's pet. Giant rat. 8 damage. The giant rat has been defeated. 45 experience awarded. Resting.
Wait.
Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point.
One more
Resting
battle,
completed.
and I will be healed. Alright, so I'm gonna press slash and see where I haven't gone.
Nearest unexplored space. West. 1.
I feel like I'm going in circles.
Nearest unexplored space. East. 7. South. 2. West. 2. South. 1. Nearest unexplored space. South. 1. Encountered 3 enemies. Brandon's pet. Goblin fighter shaman. 8 damage. Injured. Giant rat. Brandon Biggs. 2 damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Techniques. Defend. Technique. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Goblin fighter shaman. Goblin fighter shaman casts heal. Goblin fighter shaman's torso was healed 3 points.
Yes.
Cobalt. Brandon's pet. Brandon's pet. Goblin fighter shaman. 8 damage. Badly injured. Giant rat. Brandon's pet. 3 damage. Cobalt. Brandon's pet. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Techniques.
And you can also see what happened
Defend. Battle timeline.
by looking at the battle timeline.
Battle timeline. Brandon Biggs. Goblin fighter shaman. Brandon's pet. Cobalt. Giant rat. Throw. Pick up. Equipment. Inventory. Status. Retreat. Fight. Cobalt.
Okay.
Cancel. Techniques. Defend. Techniques. Fight. Cobalt. Giant rat. Goblin fighter shaman.
So I'm gonna go ahead and attack him.
Cobalt. Goblin fighter shaman.
The fighter shaman.
Sneak attack. 5 damage. Critically injured. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Goblin fighter shaman. Goblin fighter shaman casts heal. Goblin fighter shaman's torso was healed 4 points. Brandon's pet. Cobalt. 7 damage. Badly injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Cobalt. Brandon's pet. Giant rat. Brandon's pet. 3 damage. Goblin fighter shaman. Brandon's pet. Brandon's pet. Cobalt. 6 damage. Critically injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Cobalt. Giant Goblin fighter shaman. Goblin fighter shaman has been sent sprawling through the air. Sneak attack. 8 damage. The Goblin fighter shaman has been defeated. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Cobalt. Brandon's pet. 1 damage. Giant rat. Brandon's pet. 2 damage. Injured. Brandon's pet. Giant rat. 8 damage. The giant rat has been defeated. Brandon Biggs. Fight.
I like my pet.
Cobalt.
Super strong.
2 damage. The kobold's torso is mangled. The kobold has been defeated. 180 experience awarded. Brandon Biggs has attained level 2. Brandon Biggs's attributes have improved. Gain 2 hit points. Gain 2 magic points. Brandon Biggs now has 1 skill point. Brandon Biggs is now experienced enough for a second job. Brandon's pet has attained level 2. Brandon's pet's attributes have improved. Gained 8 hit points.
Wow. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and allocate these skill points.
Brandon Biggs allocate skill point. Choose secondary job. Allocate skill point.
Get a secondary job, but I'm going to see what my buddy has before I do that, because I don't want to have two necromancers in one party. It's kind of pointless.
Brandon Biggs has 1 skill point. Sneak attack, leather, short sword, picklocks, daggers and dodge. Dual wield. Level 2 of 5. Dual wield has increased to level 3. Buckler, archer, sword. Confirm change. Skill point changes say cancelled. The following items are lying here. Goblin fighter shaman, crude ash buckler. Dubious large copper falcon. You've picked up a giant rat corpse, kobold corpse, poor flax tunic, crude ash buckler, dubious copper club. You've picked up a goblin fight, crude ash buck, poor dare leather, giant rat, poor dare leather loincloth, giant rat corpse, kobold corpse, poor flax tunic, crude ash buckler, goblin fighter shaman, crude ash buckler, poor dare leather loincloth, giant rat corpse. Cancelled. Resting. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Resting completed. Nearest unexplored space, east, 4, north, 4, east, 1. Encountered 1 enemy. Brandon's pet, kobold, 1 damage. Brandon Biggs, fight. Techniques. Hi. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Kobold, Brandon's pet. Brandon's pet, kobold. Kobold, Brandon's pet, 2 damage. Brandon Biggs, kobold, sneak attack, 6 damage, badly injured, kobold has been sent sprawling through the air, sneak attack, 8 damage, the kobold has been defeated, 75 experience awarded. The following: poor wolf leather whip, dubious blackwood buckler. You've picked up a kobold corpse, dubious deer leather tunic. You've picked up kobold, poor wolf leather whip, kobold corpse, poor wolf leather. Cancelled.
Let's see what these are compared to what I currently have.
Brandon Biggs's character deed cancelled. Brandon's equipment menu. Torso. You are wearing a dubious linen tunic on your torso. Crude deer leather, poor cotton tunic. Remove dubious linen tunic. Dubious deer leather tunic. Compare this. Checking Brandon Biggs's equipped armor. Compared to dubious linen tunic. Dubious deer leather tunic offers 82% more protection.
Nice.
Cancelled. Remove dubious deer leather tunic. You've equipped a dubious deer leather tunic. Brandon's equipment menu. Torso. Left arm. Right arm. Left hand. Right hand. You are holding a dubious copper basilard and dubious copper club. Decent large bent larch wood branch. Remove dubious large copper. Cancel. Waist. You are wearing a great lace loincloth on your. Cancelled. Brandon's equipment menu. Waist. Right hand. Left hand. Right arm. You are wearing a dubious copper buckler on. Dubious copper buckler. Poor ash buckler. Remove dubious blackwood buckler. Compare this item. Brandon Biggs. Checking Brandon Biggs's equipped armor. Compared to dubious rosewood buckler. Dubious blackwood buckler offers 9% less protection. Compared to dubious copper buckler. Dubious blackwood buckler offers 23% more protection. Cancelled. Dubious blackwood buckler. You've equipped a dubious blackwood buckler. Brandon's equipment menu. Cancelled. Options menu. Cancelled.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and rest.
Resting. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Resting completed. Encountered 3 enemies. Dungeon Creek 2. Brandon Biggs. Dungeon Creek 3. Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet. Dungeon Creek 3. Brandon Biggs. Fight.
These guys are crazy because they have a special power where they can split into.
Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Dungeon Creek 1. Dungeon Creek uses subdivide.
There.
Dungeon Creek splits in 2. Dungeon Creek 2. Dungeon Creek uses subdivide. Dungeon Creek splits in 2. Dungeon Creek 3. Brandon's pet. 2 damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Dungeon sneak attack. 5 damage. The Dungeon Creep has been defeated. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet. Dungeon Creep 3. 8 damage. The Dungeon Creep has been defeated. Dungeon Creep 4. Brandon's pet. 3 damage. Dungeon Creep 5. Brandon Biggs. Dungeon Creep 2. Brandon's pet. Front right paw. 4 damage. Injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Dungeon Creep has been sent sprawling through the air. 2 damage. Badly injured. Dungeon Creep 4. Brandon's pet. Front right leg. 3 damage. Injured. Dungeon Creep 5. Brandon's pet. 4 damage. Badly injured. Brandon's pet. Dungeon Creep 4. 8 damage. The Dungeon Creep has been defeated. Dungeon Creep 2. Brandon's pet. 1 damage. Badly injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Dungeon 2 damage. The Dungeon Creep has been defeated. Brandon's pet. Dungeon Creep 5. 8 damage. The Dungeon Creep has been defeated. 150 experience awarded.
Wow, that was intense. Alright, so let's rest because my pet is...
Status. Brandon's pet. 154 out of 174 health. 100 out of 100 magic points. 0 out of 0 ability points. Overall. Badly injured. Torso slightly injured. Front right leg slightly injured. Front right paw slightly injured.
Yeah, so he's not doing good.
Brandon Biggs.
I'm
Cancelled.
fine, but
Resting.
for him.
Brandon Biggs. Encountered one enemy. Brandon's pet. Rapkin Necromancer. 8 damage. Injured. Rapkin Necromancer. Brandon Biggs. Right arm. 1 damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Brandon's pet. Rapkin Necromancer. 8 damage. Critically injured. Rapkin Necromancer. Brandon's pet. Left hind leg. 2 damage. Brandon Biggs. Rapkin sneak attack. 5 damage. The Rapkin Necromancer's torso is mangled. The Rapkin Necromancer has been defeated. 100 experience awarded. Collected 1 gold. The following item: Dungeon Creek Corp. Dungeon Creek Rapkin Necromancer. Dubious cotton loincloth. You've picked up Rapkin Dubious large rosewood staff. You've picked up Dungeon Rapkin Necromancer. Dungeon Creek cancelled. Resting. Encountered 2 enemies. Brandon's pet. Dungeon Creep 1. 8 damage. The Dungeon Creep has been defeated. Dungeon Creep 2. Dungeon Creep uses Subdivide. Dungeon Creep splits in 2. Brandon Biggs. Dungeon 1 damage. Injured. Dungeon Creep has been sent sprawling through the air. 2 damage. The Dungeon Creep has been defeated. Brandon's pet. Dungeon Creep 3. 8 damage. The Dungeon Creep has been defeated. 90 experience awarded. Resting. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Resting completed.
Let's make sure my
Status. Brandon's pet. 174 out of 174 health. 100 out of 100 magic points. 0 out of 0 ability points. Overall, not injured. Cancelled. Nearest unexplored space. North. 1. Encountered 1 enemy. Giant rat. Brandon Biggs. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Techniques. Hot. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Brandon's pet. Giant rat. 8 damage. The giant rat has been defeated. 25 experience awarded.
I didn't even
Resting.
use my thing, but I used an experience point.
Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point.
Okay.
Resting completed.
I want to be careful that I don't.
Encountered 3 enemies. Titan Lift Steel. Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet. Cave Bat. Brandon Biggs. Fight.
That's bad, because they're super strong.
Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Goblin Necromancer. Brandon's pet. Cave Bat. Brandon's pet. 1 damage. Titan Lift Steel. Brandon's pet. Tail. 3 damage. Brandon's pet. Titan Lift Steel. 8 damage. Badly injured. Goblin Necromancer. Goblin Necromancer casts Ice Blast. Brandon's pet. Back left paw. 6 damage. Injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Cave Bat.
But what's even worse?
Goblin Necromancer.
And necromancers, because necromancers can raise creatures from the dead.
Goblin Necromancer has been sent sprawling through the air. Sneak attack. 2 damage. Sneak attack. 6 damage. Injured. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Cave Bat. Brandon's pet. 1 damage. Injured. Titan Lift Steel. Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet. Goblin Necromancer. 8 damage. Critically injured. Goblin Necromancer. Goblin Necromancer casts Ice Blast. Brandon Biggs. Right leg. 4 damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Titan Lift Steel. Brandon's pet. 3 damage. Injured. Cave Bat. Brandon's pet. 1 damage. Injured. Goblin Necromancer. Brandon's pet. Brandon's pet. Titan Lift Steel. 8 damage. Titan Lift Steel has been defeated. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Cave Bat. Goblin Sneak attack. 6 damage. The Goblin Necromancer has been defeated. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Cave Bat. Brandon Biggs. Light damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Cave. Brandon's pet. Cave Bat. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 8 damage. The Cave Bat's torso is mangled. The Cave Bat has been defeated. 130 experience awarded. Collected 2 gold. The following items are lying here. Titan Lift Steel Corpse. Goblin Necromancer Corpse. Portique Buckler. Crude Large Copper Spear. Porwil Loincloth. Cave Bat Corpse. Titan Lift Steel Corpse. Goblin Necromancer Corpse. Portique Buckler. Crude Large Copper Spear. Porwil Loincloth. Cancelled.
There's nothing.
Resting. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point.
There. That's disappointing.
Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Resting completed. The following items are lying here. 3 healing potions. You've picked up 3. Encountered 2 enemies. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Rapkin Druid Shaman. Rapkin Druid Shaman casts Regeneration. Rapkin Druid Shaman begins regenerating. Brandon's pet. Rapkin Druid Shaman. 8 damage. Injured. Rapkin Necromancer Shaman. Rapkin Necromancer Shaman casts Heal. Rapkin Druid Shaman's torso was healed 3 points. Rapkin Necromancer Shaman. Brandon's pet. Tail. 2 damage. Brandon's pet. Rapkin Necromancer Shaman. 7 damage. Injured. Brandon Biggs. Rapkin Necromancer Shaman.
Oh, so I Rapkin Necromancer Shaman, not good.
Rapkin Necromancer Shaman has been sent sprawling through the air. Sneak attack, 7 damage, critically injured. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Rapkin Druid Shaman, Brandon's pet. Brandon's pet, Rapkin Necromancer Shaman, 6 damage. The Rapkin Necromancer Shaman's torso is mangled. The Rapkin Necromancer Shaman has been defeated. Brandon Biggs, fight. Techniques, hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Brandon's pet, Rapkin Druid Shaman, 8 damage, badly injured. Rapkin Druid Shaman, Rapkin Druid Shaman casts Reincarnate.
And that's what I mean.
Rapkin Necromancer Shaman has been reincarnated as a Dire Rat. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman casts heal. Rapkin Druid Shaman's torso was healed 4 points. Brandon Biggs, fight.
Druids also have,
Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman.
reincarnated thing.
Rapkin Druid Shaman. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman.
Yeah, let's go ahead and kill him again.
Sneak attack, 4 damage. Sneak attack, 7 damage. Injured. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman casts heal. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman's torso was healed 4 points. Brandon Biggs, fight. Techniques, hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Rapkin Druid Shaman. Rapkin Druid Shaman casts heal. Rapkin Druid Shaman's torso was healed 4 points. Brandon's pet. Rapkin Druid Shaman. 8 damage. Injured. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman casts heal. Rapkin Druid Shaman's torso was healed 5 points. Brandon Biggs, fight. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman. Sneak attack, 7 damage, badly injured. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet, Rapkin Druid Shaman, 8 damage, badly injured. Rapkin Druid Shaman, Brandon's pet, light damage. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman casts heal. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman's torso was healed 5 points. Brandon Biggs, fight. Techniques, hide. You can't do that right now. Hide.
Oh shoot, I'm out of point.
Hide, hide, cancelled, defend, technique, fight, techniques, hide, cancel, fight, reincarnated, 2 damage, injured, 1 damage, badly injured. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Brandon's pet,
nice.
Ratkin Druid Shaman, 8 damage. The Ratkin Druid Shaman has been defeated. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman casts Summon Bones.
No!
Ratkin Druid Shaman corpse's bones seep out and reform into a sinister skeleton. Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman. The Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman grabs a copper hand axe off the ground and begins wielding it. Brandon's pet, Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman, 8 damage, critically injured. Brandon Biggs, fight.
Reincarnating each other.
Techniques, hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman. Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman casts heal. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman's torso was healed 4 points. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman. Brandon's pet, 5 damage. Brandon Biggs, fight. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer. Sneak attack, 5 damage. Critically injured. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet, Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman, 8 damage. The Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman's torso is mangled, injured. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman casts heal. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman's torso was healed 3 points. Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman. The Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman grabs a crude copper hammer off the ground and begins wielding it. Brandon Biggs, fight. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman casts heal. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman's torso was healed 5 points. Brandon's pet. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman. 8 damage. Critically injured. Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman. Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman casts heal. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman's torso was healed 3 points. Brandon Biggs, fight. 1 damage, critically injured. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman casts heal. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman's torso was healed 5 points. Brandon's pet, Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman. Tail, 8 damage. The Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman's tail is mangled, injured. Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman. Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman casts heal. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman's torso was healed 5 points. Brandon Biggs, fight. Techniques, hide. You can't do that right now. Hands, fight. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman.
What's he head doing?
Decent large bent larchwood branch. Dubious deer leather tunic, cancelled. Ratkin Skeleton Druid, Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman casts heal. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman's torso was healed 3 points. Brandon's pet, Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman, 8 damage, badly injured. Brandon Biggs, fight. Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman.
Okay, let's just kill this guy.
Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman has been sent sprawling through the air. Right hand, 2 damage, badly injured. Right hand, 1 damage, badly injured. Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman. Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman casts heal. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman's torso was healed 3 points. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman. The Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman climbs to his feet. Brandon's pet, Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman. Right arm, 8 damage, badly injured. Brandon Biggs, fight. Ratkin Skeleton, right foot, 1 damage, critically injured. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman. Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman casts heal. Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman's torso was healed 3 points. Reincarnated Dire Rat Necromancer Shaman. Brandon's pet. Brandon Biggs, fight. Techniques, hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Brandon's pet, Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman. Left foot, 8 damage. The Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman's left foot is mangled, critically injured. Ratkin Skeleton Druid Shaman. Brandon's pet, 2 damage, injured. Reincarnated Dire-Rad Necromancer Shaman. Dire-Rad Necromancer Shaman uses animal form. Feral Bear Necromancer Shaman has changed into a feral bear. Brandon Biggs, fight.
Oh my word, what's going on with this?
Reincarnated Dire-Rad Necromancer Shaman. Rapkin Skeleton Druid Shaman. Reincarnated Rapkin Skeleton Sneak Attack. Right leg. 5 damage. Critically injured. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet. Reincarnated Dire-Rad Necromancer Shaman. 6 damage. Badly injured. Rapkin Skeleton Druid Shaman. Rapkin Skeleton Druid Shaman casts heal. Feral Bear Necromancer Shaman's torso was healed 4 points. Reincarnated Dire-Rad Necromancer Shaman. Brandon's pet. Front right paw. 7 damage. Badly injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight.
Ouch. That did not.
Techniques.
Ow.
Hide. You can't do that. Cancelled. Techniques.
Shoot.
Fight. Reincarnated Dire-Rad Necromancer.
I'll have my pet do another round, and then I have to heal it.
Rapkin Skeleton Druid Shot. Right foot. 1 damage. Critically injured. Right foot. 2 damage. The Rapkin Skeleton Druid Shaman's right foot is mangled. Critically injured. Brandon's pet. Rapkin Skeleton Druid Shaman. Waist. 8 damage. The Rapkin Skeleton Druid Shaman has been defeated. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Reincarnated Dire-Rad. 1 damage. Injured. Reincarnated Dire-Rad Necromancer Shaman. Brandon's pet. 7 damage. Critically injured. Brandon's pet. Reincarnated Dire-Rad Necromancer Shaman. 6 damage. Badly injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight.
Okay, I gotta use an item on my wolf because he's dying.
Techniques. Defend. Battle time. Throw. Pick up. Equipment. Head. Torso. Cancel. Inventory. Inventory menu. Decent large bent. Dubious copper basilot. For caught for app. Crude their leather. Decent small weapons. Clothing and arm. Expendables. 7 healing potions.
I'm hitting tab to do this.
5 unidentified. 7 healing potions.
Healing potion.
Use this item on Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet.
My pet.
Brandon's pet claps a healing potion. Brandon's pet feels better. Brandon's pet is injured. Feral Bear Necromancer Shaman has returned to normal. Reincarnated Dire-Rad Necromancer Shaman. Brandon's pet. 5 damage. Badly injured. Brandon's pet. Reincarnated Dire-Rad Necromancer Shaman. 8 damage. Critically injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Techniques. Hide. You can't do that right now. Can't fight. Reincarnate. 1 damage. Critically injured. 2 damage. The Dire-Rad Necromancer Shaman has been defeated. 200 experience awarded. Collected 1 gold.
That was intense.
The falling crude copper hammer.
I better get some good loot here.
For copper hand axe. Rapkin Skeleton Druid. Dubious cotton tunic. Crude copper hammer. For copper hand. Rapkin Skeleton. Dubious cotton tunic.
Wait.
You picked up a dubious cotton tunic.
Dubious cotton tunic?
Crude copper hammer. Rapkins. For crude. Rapkins. Cancelled.
Okay.
Resting. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point.
I need to rest.
Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Resting completed. Status. Brandon Biggs. 103 out of 103 health. 42 out of 42 magic points. 2 out of 3 ability points. Overall, not injured. Brandon cancelled. There is a stairway up here. Nearest unexplored space. East. 1. Nearest unexplored space. West. 4. South. 2. Nearest unexplored space. North. 5. West. 2. South. 2. West. 6. South. 1. Nearest unexplored space. South. 2. West. 4. South. 2. West. 6. South. 1. Nearest unexplored space. South. 2. West. Nearest unexplored space. West. 6. South. 1. You've stumbled into a room where a dwarf is being held captive. There is a stairway down here. Cobalt. Brandon Biggs. Brandon Biggs has been sent sprawling through the air. Rapkin Shaman. Brandon's pet. Goblin Necromancer. Goblin Necromancer casts Ice Blast. Brandon Biggs. Right foot. 6 damage. Brandon Biggs's right foot is mangled. Brandon's pet. Cobalt. Left leg. 5 damage. Injured. Brandon Biggs. Stand. Fight. Techniques. Fight. Stand. Brandon Biggs gets back up. Rapkin Shaman. Rapkin Shaman casts heal. Cobalt's left leg was healed 2 points. Cobalt. Brandon's pet. Goblin Necromancer. Goblin Necromancer casts Ice Blast. Brandon's pet. Tail. 6 damage. Brandon's pet. Goblin Necromancer. 5 damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Goblin Necromancer. Goblin Necromancer casts Ice Blast. Brandon's pet. Tail. 7 damage. Injured. Rapkin Shaman. Brandon's pet. Brandon's pet. Rapkin Shaman. 5 damage. Cobalt. Brandon's pet. Brandon Biggs. Fight.
Alright, so... Shaman or...
Goblin Necromancer.
Necromancer.
Rapkin Shaman. Cobalt. Goblin Necromancer. Rapkin Shaman.
We have the exact same problem as we had before. So I'm gonna do the Shaman, because I think the...
Goblin Necromancer. Rapkin Shaman.
The bones are a pain in the behind.
Rapkin Shaman has been sent sprawling through the air. Sneak attack. 6 damage. Badly injured. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Goblin Necromancer. Brandon's pet. 1 damage. Injured. Rapkin Shaman. Rapkin Shaman casts heal. Rapkin Shaman's torso was healed 4 points. Brandon's pet. Goblin Necromancer. 4 damage. Badly injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Cobalt. Brandon's pet. 1 damage. Injured. Ratkin Shaman. The Ratkin Shaman climbs to his feet. Goblin Necromancer. Goblin Necromancer casts Ice Blast. Brandon's pet. Tail. 4 damage. Brandon's pet's tail is mangled. Badly injured. Brandon's pet. Cobalt. 8 damage. Critically injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Goblin Ratkin Shaman. Ratkin Shaman has been sent sprawling through the air. Sneak attack. 6 damage. Critically injured. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Cobalt. Brandon's pet. Ratkin Shaman. Ratkin Shaman casts heal. Ratkin Shaman's torso was healed 4 points. Goblin Necromancer. Brandon's pet. Front left leg. 1 damage. Badly injured. Brandon's pet. Ratkin Shaman. 7 damage. Critically injured. Cobalt. Brandon's pet. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Ratkin Shaman. Ratkin Shaman casts heal. Goblin Necromancer's torso was healed 4 points. Goblin Necromancer. Goblin Necromancer casts Ice Blast. Brandon's pet. Front right paw. 6 damage. Critically injured. Brandon's pet. Goblin Necromancer. 6 damage. Badly injured. Cobalt. Brandon's pet. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Goblin Necromancer. Goblin Necromancer has been sent sprawling through the air. Sneak attack. 8 damage. The Goblin Necromancer has been defeated. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Ratkin Shaman. Brandon's pet. Cobalt. Brandon Biggs. Brandon Biggs has been sent sprawling through the air. Light damage. Brandon's pet. Ratkin Shaman. 6 damage. The Ratkin Shaman has been defeated.
Yes.
Brandon Biggs. Stand.
Alright, so...
Fight. Techniques. Defend. Fight. Stand. Brandon Biggs gets back up. Cobalt. Brandon's pet. Brandon's pet. Cobalt. 8 damage. The Cobalt has been defeated. 255 experience awarded. Collected 5 gold. You release Finland's Shiny Friend. As a sign of gratitude, Finland's Shiny Friend joins your group.
So now I got Finland's Shiny Friend, so I'm going to go ahead and rest because I am very... Ouch.
Resting. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point.
So he has
Resting completed.
Actually, let me see.
Resting. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point.
Okay, good.
Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Resting completed. Status. Brandon, 97 out of 103 health. 42 out of 42 magic points. 3 out of 3 ability points. Overall, slightly injured. Right foot mangled.
My right foot's mangled. That's not going to change by resting.
Brandon's pet. 155 out of 174 health. 100 out of 100 magic points. 0 out of 0 ability points. Overall, badly injured. Tail mangled. Finland's Shiny Friend. 100 out of 100 health. 20 out of 20 magic points. 5 out of 5 ability points. Overall, not injured. Cancelled.
Let's see what he is.
Brandon's Finland's Shiny Friend's character details. General information. Finland's Shiny Friend is a female dwarf fighter.
Alright, so she's the dwarf fighter,
Health status. General allocate skill points.
which is good, but that means we're both a fighting class. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my second...
Rename. Jobs. Rename. Allocate skill points.
I can allocate her skill points to probably...
Finland's Shiny Friend has 1 plate armor, sword, daggers and clubs and hammer, large clubs, leather armor, dual wield. Level 1 of 5. Dual wield has increased to level 2. Dual wield, bucklers, shields, hide armor, chain, scale, axes, large axes, maces and short swords. Confirm changes. Skill point changes saved. General information. Cancelled.
So, in order to heal, I can either use potions, or I can do a second class and then heal myself. So I'm going to go ahead and do a second class because I need a healing class.
Searching the floor, you find Goblin Necromancer corpse. Cancelled.
Okay.
Brandon Biggs's character. General. Choose secondary job. Select a secondary job for the elf thief Brandon Biggs. Fighter. Mage. Healer. Ranger. Necromancer. Fighter. Mage. Healer. Ranger. Necromancer. Ranger. Healer.
So healer.
Brandon Biggs is now a thief healer.
Cool. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit him for magic.
Options menu. Cancelled. Magic menu. Choose a caster. Brandon Biggs. Choose a spell school. Rejuvenation. Choose a spell. Heal. Choose a target. Brandon Biggs.
And what I can do is, since it's my leg that's injured, I can, on the numpad, I can go ahead and, or actually any numbers I can press, but thinking as if I'm on the numpad, I use the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as the different body parts. So I think 2 is my my right leg.
Right foot has mended. Brandon Biggs's right leg was healed 2 points.
There we go. So that basically healed my mangled foot. Right, and then I'm gonna go check my status.
Status. Brandon Biggs, 99 out of 103 health, 32 out of 42 magic points, 3 out of 3 ability points. Overall, not injured. Right foot slightly injured.
Right, so I can go rest again and it'll be better.
Cancelled.
Now I need to do the same for my doggy.
Magic menu. Choose a caster. Brandon Biggs. Choose a spell school. Rejuvenate. Choose a spell. Heal. Choose a target. Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet.
And his tail is 2.
Brandon's pet feels slightly better.
Nope, it didn't work.
Magic menu. Choose a caster. Brandon Biggs. Choose a spell. Rejuvenation. Choose a spell. Heal. Choose a target. Brandon's pet. Brandon's pet feels slightly better.
Maybe I'm not aiming to, isn't it?
Magic menu. Choose a caster. Choose a spell school. Choose a spell. Heal. Choose a target. Brandon's pet. Brandon's pet feels slightly better.
Well, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and rest some more.
Magic menu. Choose a spell. Choose a spell. Heal. Choose a target. Brandon's pet. Brandon Biggs lacks the magic power to cast. Cancelled.
Yeah,
Rejuvenation.
So I'm gonna
Cancelled. Brandon
go ahead
Biggs.
and rest.
Cancelled. Resting.
See if this does any better.
Resting. Resting completed.
Okay.
Status. Brandon's pet. 156 out of 174 health. 100 out of 100 magic points. 0 out of 0 ability points. Overall. Badly injured. Tail mangled.
Alright, maybe his tail's 5. No, because that's...
Cancelled.
Well, let's see my...
Status. Brandon. 103 out of 103 health. 42 out of 42 magic points. 3 out of 3 ability points. Cancelled. Magic menu. Choose a caster. Choose a spell school. Rejuvenation. Choose a spell. Heal. Choose a target. Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet. Tail has mended. Brandon's
There
pet
we
feels
go.
slightly better.
Yay!
Options menu. Cancelled.
Right, so
Resting.
And then my pet's gonna get fully healed. And then we can be off.
Status. Brandon's 173 out of 174 health. 100 out of 100 magic points. 0 out of 0 ability points. Overall, not injured. Tail slightly injured. Cancelled.
So rest
Resting.
one more time.
Resting completed.
Perfect.
There is a stairway down here. Searching the floor, you find Goblin Necromancer corpse, dubious cotton tunic, dubious teak buckler, poor granite, dubious. You picked up a dubious cotton. You picked wrapped in poor cotton tunic, wrapped in shaman poor cotton tunic, dubious large copper warhammer. You picked up a cobalt corp, dubious teak buckler. You picked up dubious cave bear leather loincloth. You picked up a dubious cave goblin necromancer poor eye cobalt corp, dubious poor cotton, dubious wool loincloth. Poor cotton wrapped in poor granite goblin necromancer poor granite club, goblin poor iron cobalt corpse, poor iron hand axe. Cancelled.
Now, what I can do...
Brandon's equipment menu. Head.
Not only can I equip myself, but I can equip my...
Demo's equipment menu. Head.
this person.
Brandon's equipment
Let me
menu.
look at my weapon first.
Torso, left arm, left hand, right hand. You are holding a dubious copper basilard in your right hand. Dubious large rosewood staff. Dubious copper club. Dubious copper club. Compare this. Checking Brandon Biggs' equipped weapons. Compared to decent small copper dagger. Dubious copper club is 6% more damaging, 0% softer, 11% less accurate, and 25% lower between attacks. Compared to dubious copper basilard. Dubious copper club is 7% more damaging, 0% softer, 0% less accurate, and 4% lower between attacks.
Not worth it.
Brandon's pet. Cancelled. Decent large bent larchwood branch. Remove dubious copper basilard. Dubious large copper falcon. Dubious large rosewood staff. Dubious large copper falcon. Compare this item. Checking Brandon Biggs' equipped weapons. Compared to decent small copper dagger. Dubious large copper falcon is 127% more damaging, 0% softer, 11% less accurate, and 31% lower between attacks. Compared to dubious copper basilard. Dubious large copper falcon is 128% more damaging, 0% softer, 0% less accurate, and 9% lower between attacks.
I can go ahead and switch out my sword with this.
Cancelled. Dubious large copper falcon.
Actually, yeah.
Remove dubious copper basilard. You've equipped a dubious large copper falcon. Brandon's equipment waist. You are wearing a great lace loincloth on your waist. Brandon can put cancelled. Brandon's equipment menu. Brandon's pets Demo's equipment menu. Head. Torso. You're wearing nothing. Dubious cotton tunic. Dubious linen tunic. Dubious cotton tunic. Poor cotton tunic. Crude deer leather tunic. Dubious cotton tunic. Dubious linen tunic. Dubious cotton tunic. You've equipped a dubious cotton left arm. Torso. You are wearing a removed poor cotton. Dubious cotton tunic. Compare Brandon Biggs. All Thimless shiny. Checking Thimless shiny friends equipped armor. Compared to dubious cotton tunic. Dubious cotton tunic offers 18% less protection. Brandon's pet. Cancelled. Dubious linen tunic. Compare this item with all care. Brandon's checking Thimless shiny friends equipped armor. Compared to dubious cotton tunic. Dubious linen tunic offers 15% less protection. Cancelled. Dubious cotton tunic. Poor cotton tunic. Cancelled. Left arm. right arm.
That's good.
Left arm. You're wearing nothing on. Dubious copper buckler. You've equipped a dubious copper right arm. You're wearing dubious teak buckler. Dubious teak buckler. Poor ash buckler. Dubious copper buckler. Dubious teak buckler. You've equipped a dubious teak buckler. Thimble is equipped. Left arm. You are wearing a dubious teak buckler. Compare this item with all characters. Brandon all Thimble is shiny. Checking Thimble is shiny friends equipped armor compared to dubious copper buckler. Dubious teak buckler offers 22% less protection compared to dubious teak buckler. Dubious teak buckler offers 3% less protection. Cancelled. Poor ash buckler. You've equipped a poor ash buckler. Thimble is equipment. Right arm. Left hand. Right hand. Left right. Left arm. You are wearing a poor ash dubious copper buckler. You've equipped a right arm. You are wearing dubious teak buckler. Poor ash buckler. Remove dubious copper buckler. You've equipped a dubious copper buckler. Left hand. Right hand. Your right hand isn't holding any. Dubious large rosewood staff. Dubious copper club. Poor large copper warhammer. Dubious copper basilard. Decent large bent larchwood branch. Dubious copper. You've equipped a dubious copper basilard. Left hand. Your left hand. Dubious large rosewood staff. Dubious large copper warhammer. Decent large bent larchwood branch. Poor large copper warhammer. Dubious copper club. Dubious copper club. You've equipped a dubious copper club. Thimble is equipped. Right hand. Waist. You're wearing dubious cotton loincloth. Dubious cave bear. You've equipped a dubious cave bear leather loincloth. Thimble is equipment. Cancelled.
Alright, cool. Now we're all equipped up, and we can start running around. See if there's any more unexplored spaces here.
Nearest unexplored space. North 2, west 2, north 2, west 8, north 2, west 2, south 14, east 3. There is a stairway up here. Nearest unexplored space. South 3. Nearest unexplored space. East 1. Save game. F5. Cancelled. The following items are lying here. Poor copper hand axe. Crude copper hammer. Poor copper hand axe. Crude cop. Cancelled. Nearest unexplored space. South 8. East. There is a stairway up here. Nearest unexplored space. East 1. Nearest unexplored space. North 2. East 2. South 2. East 2. North 1. Nearest unexplored space. East 1. Nearest unexplored space. West 2. North 4. West 2. South 6. East 2. South 4. East 1. South 1. East 1. Nearest unexplored space. South 1. Location L. Cancelled. Nearest unexplored space. East 2. South 1. East 1.
I'm following as it says it, trying to, but super fast.
Nearest unexplored space. East 1. South 1. Nearest unexplored space. South 1. The following items are lying here. Unidentified scroll. You've picked up a per 14 teak arrow. You've picked up a per 14 teak arrows. Nearest unexplored space. West 1. This floor has been completely explored. Stairway up. South 4. East 6. North 4. West 1. North 1. West 1. North 1. West 1. Stairway up. South 4. West 2. North 2. West 2. South 2. West 2. Stairway up. South 2. West 4. North 2. West 2. South 2. West 2. Magic menu. Choose a caster. Cancelled. Stairway up. West 11. North 2. West 2. South 2. West 2. Stairway up. North 6. West 16. North 2. West 2. South 2. West 2. Stairway up. North. There is a stairway up here. You climb to the first floor. Nearest unexplored space. West 1. Encountered 4 enemies. Brandon Biggs. Fight.
We left some enemies up here, and I did that on purpose so that we can both, me and my buddy, can fight them.
Magic. Fight. Magic. Heal. Harm. Reattach. Heal. Cancelled. Magic. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Cave Bat 1. Brandon's pet. 1 damage. Brandon's pet. Cave Bat 4. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 8 damage. A cave bat's torso is mangled. A cave bat has been defeated. Cave Bat 3. Brandon's pet. 1 damage. Thimble shiny friend. Fight. Techniques. Fight. Cave Bat 1. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 4 damage. A Cave Bat's torso is mangled. A Cave Bat has been defeated. Cave Bat 2. Brandon's pet. 1 damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Cave Bat 2. Cave Bat 3. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. Sneak attack. 6 damage. A Cave Bat's torso is mangled. A Cave Bat has been defeated. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet. Cave Bat 2. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 8 damage. A Cave Bat's torso is mangled. A Cave Bat has been defeated. 80 experience awarded. Resting. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Resting completed. Nearest unexplored space. West. 1. Nearest unexplored space. West. 5. Encountered 3 enemies. Brandon's pet. Cave Bat 1. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. Left leg. 8 damage. The Cave Bat's left leg is bitten off. The Brandon's pet stits Cave Bat's left leg onto the ground. Brandon Biggs. Fight.
I hit off the death.
Magic. Fight. Cave Bat 1.
Okay, so I can actually aim my attack. It doesn't necessarily mean I'll hit it, but I'll aim it to the torso, which is 5. Hold down 5 and press enter.
1 damage. Injured. 6 damage. The Cave Bat has been defeated. Cave Bat 3. Thimla Shiny Friend. 1 damage. Cave Bat 2. Thimla Shiny Friend. Thimla Shiny Friend. Fight. Cave Bat 2. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 5 damage. The Cave Bat's torso is mangled. The Cave Bat has been defeated. Brandon's pet. Cave Bat 3. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 8 damage. The Cave Bat's torso is mangled. The Cave Bat has been defeated. 60 experience awarded. Nearest unexplored space. West. 4. Nearest unexplored space. South. 1. Encountered 3 enemies. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Magic. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Brandon's pet. Cave Bat 2. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 8 damage. The Cave Bat's torso is mangled. The Cave Bat has been defeated. Cave Bat 3. Brandon's pet. Right hind leg. 1 damage. Cave Bat 1. Brandon's pet. 1 damage. Thimla Shiny Friend. Fight. Cave Bat 1. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Cave Bat 1. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. Sneak attack. 21 damage. The Cave Bat's torso is mangled. The Cave Bat has been defeated. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet. Cave Bat 3. Cave Bat 3. Brandon's pet. Tail. 1 damage. Thimla Shiny Friend. Fight. Cave Bat. Brandon's pet. Cave Bat 3. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 8 damage. The Cave Bat's torso is mangled. The Cave Bat has been defeated. 60 experience awarded. Resting.
Let's rest. Not that we need
Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Resting completed. Nearest unexplored space. North. 1.
What I'm looking for is a shop. There should be a shop somewhere.
Nearest unexplored space. South. 5. Options menu. Cancelled. Nearest unexplored space. South. 1. Nearest unexplored space. South. 3.
Alright.
Nearest unexplored space. West. 4. North. 4. East. 4. North. 6. East. 4. South. 6. East. 1. Nearest unexplored space. East. 4. North. 6. East. 4. South. 6. East. 1.
It's on the other side of the floor.
Nearest unexplored space. East. 4. South. 6. East. 1. This floor has been completely explored.
Alright, so let's go back down to level 3.
Stairway down. West. 3. South. 6. East. 2. South. 2. Encountered 2 enemies. Kobold 1. Brandon's pet. Front right leg. 2 damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Kobold. Brandon's pet. Kobold 1. 7 damage. Badly injured. Kobold Trickster Mage. Kobold Trickster Mage casts Firebolt. Thimla Shiny Friend. 2 damage. Thimla Shiny Friend. Fight. Technique. Flurry. Flurry.
The flurry is kind of cool because it'll attack all the
Kobold 1.
creatures.
Right foot. 5 damage. The Kobold's right foot is mangled. Critically injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Magic. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Kobold 1. Thimla Shiny Friend. 2 damage. Brandon's pet. Kobold 1. Kobold has been sent sprawling through the air. 8 damage. The Kobold has been defeated. Kobold Trickster Mage. Kobold Trickster Mage casts Shrink. Brandon's pet. Brandon's pet shrinks down to a smaller version of itself. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Kobold Trickster Mage. Sneak attack. 6 damage. Injured. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Brandon's pet. Kobold Trickster Mage. 5 damage. Critically injured. Kobold Trickster Mage. Kobold Trickster Mage casts Firebolt. Thimla Shiny Friend. Left hand. 1 damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Waist, 2 damage. Critically injured. Left foot, 6 damage. The Cobalt Trickster Mage has been defeated. 150 experience awarded. Collected 1 gold. Brandon Biggs has attained level 3. Brandon Biggs's attributes have improved. Gained 3 hit points. Gained 2 magic points. Brandon Biggs now has 1 skill point. Brandon's pet has attained level 3. Brandon's pet's attributes have improved. Gained 9 hit points. Searching the floor, you find Cobalt Corpse. Dubious Wool Loincloth. Dubious Copper Basilard. You've picked up a Dubious Dubious Iron Buckler. You've picked up a Dubious Cotton Tunic. Cobalt Trickster Dubious Iron Hand Axe. You've picked up a Dubious Cotton Tunic. Decent Copper Buckler.
Nice.
You've picked up a Dubious Cobalt Corp. Dubious Wool Loincloth. Dubious Cotton Tunic. Cobalt Trickster. Cobalt Corp. Dubious Wool Loincloth. Cancelled.
Okay, cool. So, got some new equipment. So I'm going to go ahead and check it out.
Brandon's equipped torso. Left arm. Right arm. Left hand. Right hand. You are holding a Dubious Large Copper Falcon in your right hand. Dubious Iron Hand Axe. Dubious Copper Basilard. Compare this item with all character. Checking Brandon Biggs' equipped weapons. Compared to decent small copper dagger, Dubious Copper Basilard is 57% more damaging, 0% softer, 11% less accurate, and 20% lower between attacks. Compared to Dubious Large Copper Falcon, Dubious Copper Basilard is 31% less damaging, 0% softer, 0% less accurate, and 9% faster between attacks. Cancelled. Dubious Iron Hand Axe. Compared checking Brandon Biggs' equipped weapons. Compared to decent small copper dagger, Dubious Iron Hand Axe is 25% more damaging, 33% stronger, 16% less accurate, and 31% lower between attacks. Compared to Dubious Large Copper Falcon, Dubious Iron Hand Axe is 45% less damaging, 33% stronger, 6% less accurate, and 0% lower between attacks. Cancelled. Dubious Large Rosewood Staff. Decent Large Bent Larchwood Branch. Remove Dubious Large Copper Falcon. Cancelled. Left hand. Right arm. Left arm. You are wearing a Dubious Rosewood Buckler on your left arm. Cancel. Right arm. You are wearing a Dubious Blackwood Buckler on your right arm. Decent Copper Buckler. Compare checking Brandon Biggs' equipped armor. Compared to Dubious Rosewood Buckler, Decent Copper Buckler offers 3% more protection. Compared to Dubious Blackwood Buckler, Decent Copper Buckler offers 14% more protection. Cancelled. Decent Copper Buckler. Dubious Iron Buckler. Decent Copper Buckler. You've equipped a Decent Copper Buckler. Brandon's equipment menu. Cancelled. Brandon's left arm. Fimo's equipment torso. Left arm. You are wearing a Dubious Copper Buckler on your left arm. Cancel. Right arm. You are wearing a Dubious Blackwood Buckler. Dubious Teak Buckler. Dubious Blackwood Buckler. You've equipped a Dubious Blackwood Buckler. Fimo's equipment menu. Right arm. Left arm. You are wearing Dubious Teak Buckler. Compare this item with all characters. Checking Fimo's Shiny Friends equipped armor. Compared to Dubious Copper Buckler, Dubious Teak Buckler offers 20% less protection. Cancelled. Dubious Teak Buckler. Dubious Teak Buckler. Cancel. Right arm. Left hand. Right hand. You are holding a Dubious Copper Basilard in your right hand. Dubious Iron Hand Axe. Dubious Large Rosewood Staff. Dubious Large Copper Warhammer. Decent Large Bent Larchwood Branch. Remove Dubious Copper Basilard. Cancel. Left hand. You are Dubious Iron Hand Axe. Dubious Copper Basilard. Compare this item. Checking Fimo's Shiny Friends equipped weapons. Compared to Dubious Copper Club, Dubious Copper Basilard is 48% more damaging, 0% softer, 0% less accurate, and 4% faster between attacks. Compared to Dubious Copper Basilard, Dubious Copper Basilard is 58% more damaging, 0% softer, 0% less accurate, and 0% lower. Cancelled. Dubious Copper Basilard. Remove Dubious Copper Club. You've equipped a Dubious Copper Basilard. Right hand. Waist. You are wearing a Dubious Cave Bear leather loincloth on. Remove Dubious Cod. Cancel. Right hand. Left hand. Right arm. Left arm. Torso. You are wearing a Dubious Cotton Tunic on your Dubious Linen Tunic. Dubious Cotton Tunic. Remove Dubious Crude Deer Leather Tunic. Dubious Linen Tunic. Dubious Cotton. Cancelled. Head. Cancelled. Resting.
Alright, so we'll rest.
Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Fimo's Shiny Friend has restored an ability point. Resting completed. You descend to the second floor. Stairway down. North. 14. East. 2. South. 2. East. 8. South. 2. East. 2. South. 2. Stairway down. West. 6. South. 2. There is a stairway down here. You stumble upon a pair of wolves trying to smash through a town's gates. Brandon Biggs. Fight.
Alright, so this is a boss, and we can attack these wolves.
Magic. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Wolf 1. Brandon's pet. 7 damage. Wolf 2. Fimo's Shiny Friend. 7 damage. Brandon's pet. Wolf 2. 8 damage. Fimo's Shiny Friend. Fight.
So it's all attack Wolf 2.
Techniques. Flurry. Wolf 1. Wolf 2. Left hind leg. 5 damage. Injured. Left hind leg. 3 damage. Badly injured. 3 damage. Badly injured. Brandon's pet. Wolf 2. 8 damage. Critically injured. Wolf 1. Fimo's Shiny Friend. 6 damage. Injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight.
Actually, I wonder if I can actually keep my skill points in the
Decent large bent larchwood branch. For cotton tunic. Crude their leather. Cancelled. Fight. Retreat. Status. Inventory. Sap. Retreat. Fight. Wolf 1. Wolf 2. Cancel. Magic. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs is already hidden. Hide. Hide. Cancel. Magic. Techniques.
So let's go into
Magic. Fight. Wolf 1. Wolf 2.
2.
Wolf has been sent sprawling through the air. Sneak attack. 21 damage. The wolf has been defeated. Hide has faded from Brandon Biggs. Wolf 1. Brandon Biggs. 4 damage. Brandon's pet. Wolf 1. 8 damage. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Magic. Techniques. Hide. Brandon Biggs slips into the shadows. Wolf 1. Brandon's pet. 7 damage. Injured. Brandon's pet. Wolf 1. 8 damage. Badly injured. Brandon Biggs. Fight. Wolf 1. Wolf has been sent sprawling through the air. Sneak attack. 21 damage. The wolf has been defeated. 1200 experience awarded. Family Shiny Friend has attained level 2. Family Shiny Friend's attributes have improved. Gain 6 hit points. Gain 1 magic points. Family Shiny Friend now has 1 skill point. Family Shiny Friend is now experienced enough for a second job. You prevented the town gates from being breached. Before continuing inside, you find a small orb clutched in the hands of a vanquished gate guard. You can now create portals to town. Press look around.
Alright. Cool, so this is Twilight Town, and it is basically kind of the hub of the center of, you know, where you want to be. You can actually create portals here if you have stuff to sell. There's a store here, there's a bar here that has quests. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the store and show what it's like.
General store. Welcome to Lowell's General Emporium. Lowell glares at you uneasily. You feel Lowell is watching you closely. You're carrying 13 gold. Buy.
So I'm going to sell.
Sell. 6 healing potions, 30 gold. 5 unidentified Cure zombie rot dubious large copper warhammer, 12 gold.
I'm going to sell this.
Dubious copper buckler, 11 gold. For large copper warhammer. Dubious iron buckler, 7 gold. Dubious teak buckler, 6 gold. Dubious teak buckler, 6 gold. Dubious iron hand axe, 5 gold. Dubious linen tunic, 5 gold. Dubious cotton tunic, 5 gold. Crude deer leather tunic, 3 gold. For ash buckler, 3 gold. For cotton tunic, 3 gold. Dubious copper club, 3 gold. Dubious 14 larchwood arrows, 3 gold. There are 14 in the stack. Sell how many? Unidentified scroll, 2 gold. Level 1 sleep scroll, 2 gold. Level 1 firebolt scroll, 2 gold. Decent large bent larchwood branch, 2 gold. Dubious large rosewood staff, 2 gold. For 14 teak arrows, 2 gold. There are 14 in the stack. Sell how many? Dubious cotton loincloth, 0 gold. Level 1 firebolt scroll, 2 gold. Level 1 firebolt scroll, 2 gold. Level cure zombie rot 5, 6 healing potions, 30 gold.
Alright.
Cancelled. Buy.
So let's see how much I have to buy.
Dubious copper basilard, 16 gold. For large deathly ash staff sling of magic, 10 gold.
Ooh, let's compare this bugger to what I have.
Brandon Biggs can't use this item. Brandon's pet can't use this item. Family Shiny Friend can't use this item. Crude large earthly iron falcon of fortune, 20 gold. Checking Brandon Biggs' equipped weapons. Compared to decent small copper dagger, crude large earthly iron falcon of fortune is 35% less damaging, 33% stronger, 11% less accurate, and 31% lower between. For rabbit leather tunic, 30. Crude large copper scimitar. Decent teak buckler, 23 gold. Dubious copper hammer, 9 gold. Decent teak buckler, 23 gold. Checking Brandon Biggs' equipped armor. Compared to dubious rosewood buckler, decent teak buckler offers 30% less protection. Compared to decent copper buckler, decent teak buckler offers 32% less protection. Brandon's pet can't use this item. Checking Family Shiny Friend's equipped armor. Compared to dubious copper buckler, decent teak buckler offers 14% more protection. Compared to dubious blackwood buckler, decent teak buckler offers 23% less protection. Dubious copper hammer, not level 2 berserk scroll, 15 gold. 3 cure zombie rot potion, level 2 curse scroll, level 1 sleep scroll, level 2 firebolts, level 1 distract scroll, 3 cure poison potions, level 1 haste scroll, level 2 grow scroll, level 1 silence scroll, 8 gold. Level 2 grow scroll, 15 gold. Cancelled. Buy.
I wanted a nice weapon.
Sell. Identify.
We can identify stuff.
The well trench rock charges 27 gold per identification. 5 unidentified scrolls. Unidentified scroll. It appears this is a level 1 lightning scroll. Cancelled. Buy. Sell. Identify. The well trench rock charges 27 gold per identification. 5 unidentified scrolls. It appears these are 5 level 1 identify scrolls. Sell. Identify. Exit. Buy.
Wow.
Sell. Identify. Exit. General store.
That's pretty cool.
Tavern.
Alright, so here's the tavern.
You enter the Twilight Tavern. Get a quest. Leave. Get a quest.
Let's get a quest.
You check for notices on the tavern wall. You find 3 notices. Japel Strongrock, a wrathful dungeon creep, is rumored to be creating an unstoppable force to sack the town. You can find them on the 4th floor. Stop them and you'll be rewarded with 91 gold, a crude watery elder's linen tunic, and a crude unholy swift copper mace. You feel this quest could be very dangerous. Accept this quest.
Yes.
You accept the quest. The notice magically binds to you. Sovereign Straw Blade, a nefarious orc, seems to be organizing attacks against our town. He has a lair somewhere on the 5th floor. Destroy it and I'll reward you with 106 gold, a poor wolf leather hide tunic called Borman, and a poor unholy cave bear leather sling of magic. You feel this quest could be very dangerous. Accept this quest, you pass on this notice. HEQNA Blood Rock, a evil gnoll, seems to be organizing attacks against our town. She has a lair somewhere on the 6th floor. Destroy it and I'll reward you with 122 gold, a poor frozen brawler's copper chain helmet of coordination, and a dubious large living warrior's ash great axe. You feel this quest could be very dangerous. Accept this quest, you pass on this notice. Get a quest. Leave. You leave the tavern. You descend to the 3rd floor.
And we can go ahead and
Resting. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point. Fimlish Shiny Friend has restored an ability. Encountered 2 enemies. Brandon's pet, Cave Bat. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 8 damage. The Cave Bat's torso is mangled. The Cave Bat has been defeated. Giant Rat. Brandon's pet. Fimlish Shiny Friend. Fight. Giant Rat.
Alright, we're all gonna aim for the head, which is 8.
Giant Rat has been sent sprawling through the air. Head. 8 damage. The Giant Rat's head arcs through the air. The Giant Rat has been defeated. 45 experience awarded. Brandon Biggs has restored an ability point.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead before any other creatures attack us and allocate these skill points.
Brandon Biggs's character details. Allocate skill points. Brandon Biggs has sneak attack, chain, sneak, leather arm, short sword, picklocks, daggers and dodge, dual wield, bucklers, dual wield. Level 3 of 5. Dual wield has increased to level 4. Dual wield. Level 4 of 5. Brandon Biggs has no more skill points to spend. Buckler, archery, heal, harm, re-attack, sword, confirmed, chain, confirm changes. Skill point changes saved. General information. Brandon's Pit's character. Fimlish Shiny Friend's character details. Choose secondary job. Allocate skill points.
Alright, so let's allocate her skill points.
Fimlish Shiny Friend. Plate armor, sword, daggers, club, large, leather, dual wield, bucklers, dual wield. Level 2 of 5. Dual wield has increased to level 3. Dual wield, bucklers, shield, hide, arc, chain, scale, axes, large, mace, shorts, confirm changes. Skill point changes. Characters, health status. General information. 107 out of 107 health. 21 out of health status. Character statistics. Fimlish Shiny Friend is level 2 and needs 406 experience to attain level 3. Health status. General information. 107 out of 107 health. 21 out of 21 magic points. 5 out of 5 ability points. Overall, not injured. General information. Rename. Health status. Character statistics. Fimlish Shiny Friend is level 2 and needs 400 experience. Jobs. Rename. General information. Cancelled. Brandon Biggs is Brandon Biggs General. Choose secondary job.
Okay, there we go. So secondary job for her.
Select a secondary job for the dwarf fighter Fimlish Shiny Friend. Mage.
Dwarf.
Healer. Mage. Healer. Mage.
I guess it can only be mage.
Healer. Mage. Fimlish Shiny Friend is now a fighter mage.
Alright.
Searching the floor, you find Cave Bat Corp. Giant cancelled.
So this is basically Entombed, and it just goes down from here, and the creatures become more crazy, and they become you get more items. And there's some quests, like there's a Draken you have to fight on one of the levels, and then at the bottom there's a leech you have to fight, and you use different techniques and different skills to attack these. And you can get up to like 6 different, I think 6 different characters in your party. There's 25 levels, so there's a lot of this. You get super good at the end. But the demo only goes down to this level, I think one more level down. Yeah, so it's a really fun game, and I really suggest that you try it out. So talk to you guys later, and we'll see you at the bottom of the dungeon.